Time to send this bad boy on his magical adventure. So, as you can see here, we're on a pretty much straight path up to Moonbrooke Castle. Just a very small chance that we will drop our smiling friend in the ocean on the way. I imagine. Unless he's one of those NPCs that can drown, and then he's not going to be so okay. Yeah. Or the Scorpions, the band from the 80s. R.I.P. Yep, they drowned when riding a magnetic platform to a castle. Alright. And off he goes on this push. We've built a safety cage around him so he won't fall off like he's done once already. I'm not terribly jazzed about the huge spaghetti bridges of snow that I've put all over Rendarak, but I can always come destroy them later. I won't. Oh? Okay. Oh, he's bouncing. Looks like he may have significantly risen out of his cage. Yes, you're on a delay. And now everyone that ever watches this video will hear you be on a delay. And oop. Good enough. Okay, it's time to go over the ocean. He is significantly moving forward on the platform, so I will shore it up and get him like a wall to not go through. Now, as you can see, a mysterious force prevents you from accessing the area directly under his feet, but that's really easily worked around. You go slightly under that area and... Oh, this strange force that's repelling him is the wall that won't let you build over the ocean. So I'm gonna have to take him across the place where the boat is. That's not a terrible imposition. Would have been nice to have the golem, but I don't think you can bring anybody that's not native to Moonbrooke. And I was bringing the king here to pump him for recipes for rooms, but he just says the same thing in your party as he does if you relocate him here. He is. Same could be said for all kings, I suppose. Maybe kings are the friends we made along the way. Ah, did you hear that sound? That was the sound of that meme officially dying. What's that? Did you write that? When did you tell me? I forgot that it was such a recent song. Were you like up all night working on it? Like Joe Bob Briggs? No, I was asleep at this time, if I'm not mistaken. And why I was bare-ass naked. And swatting at invisible cobras. Not all cobras. Hashtag. Don't forget to like your comment if you are in Cobra. Yeah. It's the most insidious racket. Only second to the Devil's Racket that you can get in Devil May Cry. That's the sound it makes. How do you think our friend is doing? My guess is that he is smiling. Oh, according to Christy, your voice is not coming through on the stream. So I just sound like I've been talking to nobody, like an idiot. I don't know why it's doing that, because it's picking up desktop audio. Do it again. It's actually not doing it. How interesting. Oh well. It's not like you said anything worth hearing anyways. That's right, you're weeping and only I can hear it. Don't tell them that you're weeping? Don't tell them that you told me not to tell them that you're weeping? I can't hear you. You're weeping really loudly. It doesn't matter. Nobody can hear it. In stream, No One Can Hear You Weep by Harlan Ellison. More like Harlan Williams, that guy that was in Bubble Boy. That's Harley Morenstein. Morstein, something like that. His name is Alex Borstein. You can say that. There's a... Yeah. Until it turns out that everyone can hear you, then it's a problem. And you're cancelled. Mary Jape and Ashley Olsen. Rippin' spaghetti, never forgetty. Yeah, I don't know what's the story with your voice on here. It was working the other day. I doubt this is what's doing it, but try talking now. Nope, I don't think that was it. Also, you're banned from ever saying the words mouth hole on my stream again. But you might be someday, and then you'll be banned from it. It's tiresome. Not reacting to it. I was coughing because I didn't hear anyone say anything stupid to me just then. I gotta send this guy to Moonbrooke Castle. Oh, he's sliding off of his girders kind of a lot here. We'll get him fixed up. He just needs a nice solid red wall to stop him. Shout out to all those Redwall fans out there. I think that's a book about rabbits who go to war with each other. I was actually being facetious and referencing Watership Down, but alright. That's right. Redwall is the sequel to Watership Down. The Ogre's brother is down there. I could just plop him off next to him. But that's not what we're doing today. Thank you. Hubert can be on my stream, but you can't. What's going on here? It's just doing that thing where it won't move for unclear reasons. To go in here and do some light surgery. I suspect the blocks at the back were running into the blocks at the front, which weren't being hit by the magnet rays anymore. And the King of Moonbrooke is just hanging out like a bro. Thanks for letting me hang out with you. My daughter's dead. Could you dress up as her, do you think? Just kidding, unless you'll do it, then I wasn't. Okay. I have to get back up to my button. And I've only got like 2,000 pieces of snow, so I've got to budget it. I wasn't censoring myself from saying ah shit, I just fell and got scared and couldn't say it anymore. But our boy's back on track now. I'm the best maglev operator that Rendarak has ever seen. That's right. The best they've ever seen. You know, it's on days like these that I remember that I had this irritating friend. This small baby man who irritates me greatly. Then I bought a gun from a cartoon rabbit, and everything was a-okay. If you've enjoyed this Poker Night at the Inventory fanfiction, please donate to me on Patreon. I promise I will not make any more of it. I can't promise that. I'm already thinking about doing it more. I got 2 jacks. That was it. That was some role playing about the card part, not about the popular characters playing together part. What is this? Super Smash Bros. Yourself. I'm not gonna bless you because no one heard you sneeze. Not even God. Parentheses. God does not watch my stream. All for the best, I suppose. Oh, he fell off the platform. But he's safe on the snowy mountain. Just gonna have to re-platform him. I don't know why he fell. He must have fallen in the space that I thought, for some reason, was okay to leave there. I was thinking about a sandwich. Oh, he's looking at me. I thought he was. Is he not? No, he is. Or he has one of those magic eyes that just follows you everywhere. Neat. Alright. This is my favorite part. Let me just put the magnet block there. And that there. Oh, I missed. I'll get him this time. I'm sending that jolly green son of a gun into the sky. Nothing can stop that now. Nope. Batman dead. For those of you wondering, he asked if Batman could stop this from happening. I had to inform him that that was not happening today. That's right, pal. Batman dead. You okay? Oh. Don't talk to me, giant ogre. I'm trying to launch you to heaven. He doesn't have to worry about heaven, because as established already, God doesn't watch my stream. What now? Come on with this. Let's see. Being stopped from rising because of the girders above his head. Possibly. I sent the ogre across the swamp to the orc. The tomato orcs. But I didn't use any of this good sky travel. Thank God for the build binoculars, or this would be impossible. Yeah, you can make these red girder blocks look like any other block, including things that aren't the size of that block. So in the furrow field redesign I was doing, I put down, I was making some little guard houses, but I didn't want to use actual doors so that the NPCs wouldn't mess with them all the time. So I just put down 2 magnetic blocks and disguised them as doors. So now they can't mess with them. The idiots. Come on, go into the sky. Nothing wrong with this situation that a good chaos slam with the hammer won't fix. He did move a tiny amount. There's no reason to believe that's why it would be fixed, but maybe that's why it will be fixed. It wasn't. Damn it. Let me take it down to strata and see if that matters. What's your problem, little system? I can't figure it. Well, if he won't go up, he'll go sideways. Oh, jeez. Just about dropped myself. Turns out this snow shelf wasn't very thick. Unlike this ogre's taint, it keeps filling up this camera. Is all this yawning good good banter? I meant personally between you and me. Thank you. Finally. Someone admits it. Haha. I was gonna do like a fuck you shout out to like a school principal who was like, they'll never say you're human. You dog shit. But this wasn't a real person. Ah. Goodbye, King. Okay, here, let's see here. I get the distinct impression this is a lot of effort for something that's mysteriously just not going to work. But I've moved him so far. I can't give up now. He's gonna be the new king of Moonbrooke. I don't know about all that, Chief. I'd sure like to know why you're not getting picked up on the stream so people can't hear the dumb shit you're saying to me. I think it's Christy's fault, frankly. Is he the one that said that you weren't human? Don't talk to me, the king! I'm trying to do science! Did you know gaming? Pac-Man was originally called Puck-Man. Paku-paku is the Japanese sound for eating dots in a dark maze. Maize is the Native American word for corn. What the Okay, there's still an assemblage of girders in the sky that apparently I just affected. Or just the light changed a lot because it was sunrise, but they're still up there and I should take care of them. You're not allowed to come to my island. And you know what you did. And you can just say it because everybody else on the stream can't hear you. Unless I've just been doing a mind game with you all this time. Well, no one can hear their own voice. It's like how when you type your password into a chat, it just shows up as asterisks. I wonder if... Let's see here. That's right, pal. Yeah, I didn't have to manually deconstruct all of it because the wrecking ball works. And you can set a wrecking ball up from 1,000,000 miles away when you're using build binoculars. Use wrecking code build binoculars to get 25% off today. Empire Carpeting. Do you think the old man from the Empire commercials died the same time Stan Lee did because he looked like Stan Lee? Do you think it was Stan Lee? Can you say that with 100% certainty? Can you say it with 100% glass of a certain tea? I don't want to name drop or anything. It's Lipton Brisk. Don't forget to use Prof Plays code Lipton Brisk to get 10% off your order at MeUndies.com. Do you think Cookie Monster's getting a lot of lucrative deals from MeUndies? Him being the preeminent person that refers to himself as me. Go. That's right. Now that I've made this much progress, there's nothing left for it to do but fail. Ugh, I just got a close look at the folds of skin radiating from his horn on his head. It's gross. It reminded me of when I was hit puberty and the horn grew out the top of my head. Yeah. I guess you're right. Metz, Mussolini did have a lot of good ideas. He's saying Mussolini invented pizza, and I don't know enough about history to refute it. He went up. I sent him to the sky to be with Father. Alright, how are we doing? Pretty good, although he's a little precarious on his raft. Hey, big fella. You want to go for a ride? Boop. All this magnetizing is an inexact science, and I just sheared off part of the raft. But he's still on a bunch of the rest of it. It's no reason to worry. I'm a little worried. Oh, nobody can hear you saying you believe in me. This is just like when I had that grasshopper that told me to quit killing people. Well, therein lies a tale. Once upon a time, I was built by a humble woodcutter to be his surrogate son because his other son died in the Iraq War. So he built me out of wood and rocks, and he called me little Prof Nokia. And I was like, yeah, I'm alive now. Whoopee! I'm gonna smoke cigars and turn into a donkey. And I skipped all the rest of the movie just to get to the part where I smoked cigars and became a donkey. And here we are today. The house is full of cigar ash and donkey shit. Just like the gypsy told me it would be. I didn't kill anybody. Stop saying that. I was the chef. I have made such a mess out of the beautiful Rendarak skies with these goofy snow bridges, but there's snow bridges like Jeff bridges. Is that a common saying, do you think? Oh, it's time to cut north. I've done about pushed him too east. Too much easterly. Not enough northerly. That looks about right. Go boop. No! Damn it. I knew I should have done something to the raft. Why'd you have to make things so difficult? Tactical wrecking ball. Perfect. Hit plus 100. Was there ever a hit plus 100 in Star Fox? I always say that, and then like I play and it says hit plus 10. And I'm like, who does this help? I need to bilk the Cornerian Air Force out of a lot more money. Yeah, General Pepper couldn't afford to marry his daughter. Because they had to pay my mercenary team so much money. I said Mary. You've tripped me up now. I said Barry. She died. She died when the Pigma Dengar detonated a dirty bomb over Corneria City. He also donated a bomb. Technically, they didn't pay for it. He probably sent them an invoice afterwards, and General Pepper was like, "What?" Dr. Pepper screamed real good before she died. Remember that not rated M for mature game? Where Pigma Dengar brags about murdering your father? And how he squealed when he died? See, I don't think I believe Pigma's story because he says squeal. So he only understands things through a pig's lens, which is a secret item that you get in Ocarina of Time. They say that you can't turn a dog's glass into a pig's lens. You know who says that, right? I was hoping you knew. You can't say sorry, Grape Ape to me. Grape Ape was cancelled. You made a lot of offensive Chinese impressions. They were offensive, but they were funny because they were coming out of a 60-foot-tall purple ape. I don't know. He's big-ish. He's big. But the confusing thing is he wears a little purple baseball cap. Did they get it custom made for this? I think Grape Ape is about 25 or 30 feet tall. I remember him being about 2.5 times bigger than the whatever human Hanna-Barbera characters they had shat out at that time to be his castmates. Mr. Peoples. You're just making stuff up. Oh. He admitted to it on stream. That means it's legally admissible in court. Wouldn't it be better if you did? So I wouldn't keep talking to nobody and sounding like a complete idiot. Well, you have to give me a shout out when you get to the hallway. And you have to plug the stream, and you have to plug our MeUndies combat code. Get your MeUndies
promo code MeDookies. You just type in MeDookies into MeUndies.
I can't hear you. I've got these headphones on.
Oh.
I hope you're not saying stupid things.
I couldn't possibly even
He's pulling his shirt up and pinching his nipples. I would stop looking at him and maybe he'll stop existing like one of those gods that needs your prayers to survive. So apparently nobody's voice in this channel is going to the stream for some reason. Would you say it's a Stranger Thing? That's a reference. I was gonna say I was close, but any integer in double digits was technically close. Escorting this giant goon through the sky is dangerously close to becoming work. We'll just get Jeff to cut out all the boring shit and turn all the dialogue into funny stuff. He's a wizard, right? You know, Santa Claus was raised by a lioness and an elf. Did you know gaming? There was a hot elf with green hair that informed all my sensibilities about what's sexy for the rest of my life. But then there was a stupid elf who claimed to speak other languages, but really just spoke like Esperanto and English and bird noises. And as you know, none of those three are real languages. They were the same character. Lumberjack. Alright, we're getting down to the meat and potatoes, this jolly green idiot. Don't be judgy. Is this God made him, sir? Uh-huh. Bobby said that the angels couldn't wait to deliver me, so that's why I come out so early and so soft on the top of my brain hole. I'm not quoting him, that's the truth about me. It would be mean to say it about somebody else. This is all a bunch of work to make an infallible floating raft for this gigantic meat baby. And it'll fail, like, immediately. Guaranteed. Finalizer. I mean, it was recording everybody's voices in the Getting Over It stream. Well, the capture card is just for picking up the Switch's audio and visual. And then OBS has 3 trackers. One for the capture card, one for my microphone, one for desktop audio. Which Discord should fall under the aegis of. But the levels aren't moving. They're moving for like some ambient reason. You're a Hollywood sound engineer, you figure it out. Oh, is that better? I have a message from Booyah that says the Grape Ape is 40 feet tall. My phone got Android version 10 and it's just become a piece of shit. I've played this game to its fruition pretty much, and I still can't remember to which button strikes the hammer and which button lays down an object, and it's a problem a lot of the time. This is what it comes to when I can't figure out the rest of what the game wants me to do. I got a bunch of room types to build that no NPC is telling me what they are, so it's they're the infinite process of trial and erroring every possible type of furniture combination, or getting bored enough to send an ogre flying through the sky. But this one is more important to science. I think it's pretty safe to say. Alright, let's get him onto this platform in style with a wrecking ball. There we go. And live, my creature. And up he goes. That's the power of engineering. Well, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. I want to see Anakin Skywalker's Twitter rant where he's like, well, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Here's why, parentheses, 1 out of 20. Because he's gonna do a bunch of them. This sumbitch is already halfway off of the damn platform. Oh... That was the idea. We're just going with it. Get out of here. Can't you see we don't need you? Don't fall. Okay, he didn't fall. The thing is, it seems like the forward momentum has more of a chance to put him more onto the platform by doing a little pop forward sort of thing than to make him fall off the back of it. And it does seem like he's more on the platform right now after that last jaunt. But we'll see after this one. Yeah, I think it pushed him forward a little bit. It's playing that good adventure music now. Oh no, I lost him. I'm to go rescue my son. There's a place called Moonbrooke Castle that's not far from here. I'll show you on the map. We're there, and the castle's there, and we started somewhere around here. And you'll know all that information. And oh my god, I fell off of the thing! To some degree, this is your fault. But to the rest of the degrees, it's mine. What? It's probably the Joy-Con. When I mine marble, it likes to vibrate real hard. That's its little way of telling me that marble is hard. But I could have told it that because I ate a bunch of marbles when I was a kid. Yeah. Sure, pal. ... Crying a little bit for unclear reasons. Parentheses, your mom called and said you were gonna die, so everybody had to be nice to you. No! That's just a story about someone else. Yeah, someone else's. This is a real sad case. Do I even need to... Blah. Here's a fun idea. There's a bunch of rock bombs right over there. Asleep. Maybe it would be fun to see how he interacts with them. See, the fun thing about rock bombs is when they wake up, they get pissed off and they explode. In fact, I think I just saw one of them. Yes, they're sleeping and going ZZZ, boom, ZZZ. We don't know. I haven't seen him lose any HP when he fell. The main way to know if he has traditional HP would be to submerge him in water where he would slowly begin drowning. But that's sad. I don't want to drown my friend. We've been through a lot together. It's the same reason I've never drowned you. He just cruised right past the rock bombs. I'll just have to piss them off manually. This is easy enough. Oh, they're mad. Blow up, damn you! Alright, here they go. The ogre cares not a whit. I, on the other hand, and the ground beneath me is getting extremely blown up. And now this jolly green giant is in a deeper hole than before. He's gonna go down into the hell level, and then he's gonna touch a square with a lighter, and that's a portal. I learned that from various pop culture sources and not from playing Minecraft at any time. This is the only Minecraft game I've ever played. Alright, I'm going to do an experiment and go back to the Isle of Awakening and see if the ogre remains in this spot. Because if he doesn't, then there's no reason to put him somewhere even prettier. And I can ditch the king. Because he's a pain in the ass. He's an okay conversationalist. That's about it. He doesn't have a first name. He just refers to himself as the king. He's also pretty tacky because he has a bunch of chicken grease in his king beard. Probably do something about these full bags. The trees go into tree box. Shrubs are technically trees. But the tree box is full. Booyah's playing Link's Awakening. Yep, you just photobombed the stream. I told myself I should turn off those notifications, but then I didn't. Nothing to be done for it now. You're a sensational superstar, like Stephen Sharp. Everybody's going to be Googling, who's sensational Stephen Sharp? They don't get to know. They're not in on it. Is that what it takes? Well, shit. Now we go up to the desert and dump off this dye. I can't get super embroiled in inventory management, or we'll never finish this adventure. I keep yawning on this stream, said the very sleepy kayaker. Do you understand this joke? There's a man in a kayak and he's yawning. He's in a stream because that's where his kayak is. A kayak is the Native American word for YouTube. It all comes together. Oh, Lance is divorced. R.I.P. Chet Dorito. Gone. Largely forgotten. Do you like all these nice air conditioners I installed here in the desert town? You'll see them here in a little bit. You hamburger loving fuck. I've walked over past the very big one now, and I'm ending here. The first two I installed, which used the oasis water to cool the house. I put little towels over this one inside so that they could flutter when it came on. This doesn't happen. It's all made up. I'm just playing like with a doll's house over here. Call me Henrik Ibsen, because I'm playing with the doll's house. You paid a lot of money at college to get that reference. Alright, let's go see how our green boy is doing. Oh, I could move Captain Brownbeard, or possibly even the boat. Oh my god, there's so much mayhem I may be able to cause with these magnets. Alistair James Magnet, inventor of the magnet, and founder of, I'm trying to figure out who's the band that has Juggalos. My two first impulses were to say the Wu-Tang Clan, followed by the Jerky Boys. No, I don't think that's correct. But miracles do happen every day. I want you to admit to yourself and to God and to the ever staring eyes of Notre Dame. What must I do? Care for the boy, brush his teeth, and wash his face. Very well, but I will give him a shitty name. That seems petty and not furthering of anything useful, but okay. I already convinced you to do this other thing. That guy who convinced Frollo to raise Quasimodo, he was very non-integral to the rest of the story. He just forced him to become the foster father to the baby whose mother he killed. Fun fact about Hunchback of Notre Dame. His mother wasn't running from persecution or anything. If you listen real close at the beginning of the movie, you can hear her say, I gotta get out of here. I don't want nobody to know how ugly my baby is. It's true. Our boy, he's still in the hole. Superhero landing. If I don't pick up all this dirt I don't need, nobody will. Alright, let's try some cleverer methods of... There's something to that. For whatever reason, every time monsters attack me in this game, a little Canadian in my head wants to exclaim, "Freak off, eh?" Which, as you know, is the rudest thing that you can say in Canada. Later, when Jeff is editing this video, he'll flag it for racism. I can't wait to be hashtag cancelled, because then at least the waiting will be over. Alrighty. We're just gonna do a... Oh my god, I'm so smart and handsome. I know what to do now. Have you enjoyed the crane game in Link's Awakening? Shouldn't you have stopped it where you wanted to end up, but not just shy of it? That's always been the case. Even on the Jamboy. Trick is to shoot where it will be, not where it is. Remember Galaga for your Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I think you very well know what Galaga is, sir. Yeah, I don't think it existed. I only know about Galaga from playing it on my smartphone. Who is this character? What's the point of him? He just hasn't played games on there. He's like a hipster, but for the modern generation. Altogether, I hate this character. That's a fact. See also, the lady is stacked. Apparently, in Mess Societies, he's going to stay in the toilet for an hour and a half. Christy's trying to tell me something in sign language, which is more distracting than if she just
He's
said
showering.
Oh,
That's all.
He said he was gonna shit.
Probably is doing both at once.
He's shitting in the shower.
Oh.
Remember when that cartoon character sang that? I think it was Bugs Bunny. He said, "Shitting in the shower, happy once again." I think that's true, and nobody knows enough about Looney Tunes to dispute me. Alright. Get pushed, fat boy. Oh. Stop pushing the button. Ow! Consarn these green crows. Oh, how I hate them. Can't they tell that engineering is happening? Knock, knock. Who's there? What did the exploding sheep say? I don't know. You tell me. It was Sis Boomba, because it sort of sounds like how a fuse would go. And that's a reference to a sound that people thought was entertaining 100 years ago. The long story short is that this joke in my brain is a cancer that helps nothing. Not even one of those good cancers that help something. Do not explode. That makes a big mess. Back to science. Yeah, the French. Well known for their champagne, bottle of my son wine. They will sell no wine before it's time. Do you understand this? Nope, it was my grandma's name. Shout out to my great-grandmother. Oh, you don't have to tell me. You can't castigate yourself for knowing this fact after I was so proudly agreeing with you that yes, indeed, Nopi was Gumby's dog. But did you say cat or dog? I'm gonna tell everybody on the stream that you said cat, and they're gonna be like, ah, idiot. Everyone knows it was a dog. Alright, I won't do it. I'm doing it. I started the fight. My wife's big contribution to this stream is to punch a Doritos bag like it's a training montage in a boxing movie. Pop, 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 beep, pop, pop, pop. Remember when I climbed that thing? Those were the days. We should have got copyright took down for using Song from Rocky. I think that's its official name. This was more fun when I was levitating him, but I'm still making really good progress just pushing him along the ground. Of course, he is just high enough off the ground that I could send him into the sky right now. There's no law against it, I suppose. Also, yes. But to the eyes of Notre Dame and the nays of Notre Dame, the eyes have it. It's beautiful. Oh, we're still so far away from Moonbrooke Castle. You know, this is like in Star Wars when they did the castle run. No, it's not like it. Back then, they didn't know what sci-fi words meant, so Han Solo said that he did the Kessel Run in so-and-so parsecs, which is a unit of distance and not time. So some enterprising fanfiction theorist said, oh, well, clearly the Kessel Run is a race in space that takes place around a black hole, and the amount of parsecs that you take to clear it is how close to the center of the curve you went without being destroyed by the black hole. And then I think they made that canon, because it was the only thing that made any sense. And that's the plot of Solo, a Childish Gambino film. Is that right? Did you see Solo? It wasn't until I was done telling that story that I was like, oh yeah, I think they actually did put the Kessel Run in that movie. Yeah, I'd heard that as well. But if he wanted to jack up the price, I don't think he would have had to do so by using fake jargon from space. When he could have just been like, I'm the only ship at Mos Eisley. I can charge you whatever the hell I want. Unless you want to ride with Ponda Baba over here, but I hear his arm got cut off recently and turned into a werewolf arm. So he's probably going to be in no mood for travel banter. Or indeed for travel bantha. Get it? Todd was laughing at my dumb jokes earlier, but apparently they did not want to come in Scream Channel V. It used to be called Stream, but thanks to it being October, it's a real Scream. Eee, I'm tired. I need some of that honey ginger tea. Send the PA for my tea, please. Oh, God. The Bone Master is a little under the weather. I should have been irate at this stupid thing you just said to me, but it was funny. It's all in the delivery, my DiGiorno. It's pretty good. This guy just has no idea what's going on. He's just standing still and smiling. I think the, yes, my only friend in all this, since I left Melroth at home. I think one of the really interesting things about this is he's fallen a couple of times now, which shows he has fall animation. Otherwise, really no reason for that to ever happen. So it's just part of like a full character package that he's imbued with. Like, for all I know, it's just the same one copied and pasted from Dragon Quest XI. I just tried to engage this berserker, and he just fell asleep as I was attacking. It's late! I do like that the monsters have a sleep cycle in this game. But I don't like that they have a motorcycle in this game, because they ride it without wearing a helmet, and it's distressing. So one thing I did not anticipate when playing Link's Awakening is, you know, I remembered a bunch of key stuff, the Fetch Quest series, etc. I don't know where the key to the Tail Cave is, so I'm kind of just stuck in Mabe Village for maybe forever. Yeah, he says, hey, have you seen the library? It's neat, ain't it? I read every book in there. Except for the one that needs a magnifying glass. I'm glad that you call him Grandpa as well, because they changed his name to Old Man Yulrira in this game. Ah! How about now? Anywho, they changed him to be called Old Man Yulrira instead of Grandpa. I know. Only original players know to call this man Grandpa. This man that loves to use the telephone so much. His wife is very bombastic and yells Yahoo! And I kind of wonder if that's why he is shy as a result. Oh, damn it. I'll give it a while longer. And I'll come crawling to you and say, boy, I can't do this part of the game. Can you do it and tell my friends I did it? Also, we have all the same friends, so it's kind of weird that I said my friends instead of our friends. I hear them detonating the fireworks at Moonbrooke Castle, so we're pretty close. They're celebrating month of July, which has now continued well into September. Can you believe they didn't rename Bow Wow's smaller siblings to Little Bow Wow to cash in on that cool meme money. How much meme money do you have? Oh man. Like I'm owed hundreds of thousands of meme dollars, but it's like impossible to get YouTube to pay out, according to some people I've heard speak about it. And I've just been regurgitating this knowledge without any frame of reference, personally. But fuck them, they can't demonetize me for telling the truth unless they can. I bet they can.
Firework.
That was real fireworks.
Yeah.
They're happening in my trailer park and in the video game. That means that the video game is real, and if I die in it, I'll die for real.
No. They might be at ETSU. It's Saturday, so football.
You tell them to stop
I
it.
wish they would. I'm sure veterans don't appreciate this every weekend.
Oh, you guys just say football, don't you?
Yes.
Shut up, Mets. You took too long to go to the potty.
Yeah.
And now Booyah's in here, and he's my new Malroth.
That's... Oh.
Malroth, my best friend in the game and in real life. Everybody just make as much noise as possible here in this room, okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
That's my
Can I have one of them
favorite.
sodas? Thank you.
Mets, can I have one of your sodas?
I don't know, can you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Every time anyone says this to me from now on, I'm just going to say, yes. It will not be an issue because nobody except Metz is a 5th grade teacher from 1990.
It was my math teacher that did that to me.
I'm not sure I had any teacher that did it because it's hacky and...
He was obnoxious.
Oh, okay.
He also did the thing where somebody said, "Are we gonna get first lunch or second?" And he'd say yes. And just smile smugly.
Did you then eat 2 lunches?
But that's not what the question was answering.
Because I sure would. You can open that can as loud as you want, because no one can hear you. This is all just phrases that I'm going to start saying to, like, ghosts that I keep in bottles on my waist. You just keep going on about it. Don't matter, they can't hear you. Shaking the bottle. Oh, earthquake! Oh, that's you. You, Kroger. We are in the home stretch of taking this jolly green piece of shit to Moonbrooke Castle. It wasn't the airlift that I thought it would be, but it's still been a heck of a journey. I know what you're thinking. I said no more journey psychos. Well, this journey is for real. Nice little L shape to ride in here. And I won't have to build a new scaffold when I get to the next part. section of the broadcast is sponsored by my left eye, who has decided to start hurting real bad from the inside. That left eye Lopez of Salt and Pepper died. Yeah. I guess the two members of Salt and Pepper are just Salt and Pepper. That's the spider's name. It's a great name for a DJ. Unfortunately, none of your banter is on the stream because of a technical difficulty. Yeah. That has almost nothing to do with this. What was your name again? Well, this fat boy is at Moonbrooke Castle now. And he just decided to celebrate by getting up in the air again, so let's send him way up there. Vaya con Dios, my little friend. Oh my god, he landed right on the parapet thing. This thing of beauty. I guess that's just where he's meant to be. Ain't it beautiful?
It is. He's perfect.
And he's got his butt right in front of this firework launcher, and they're just gonna shoot fireworks up his butt all day.
Can you trigger it?
Let's see, I do actually have a firework in my pocket. And I'm happy to see you. Ooh. Kaboom! Kaboom! There it went. Right up Main Street. There it was. I'm gonna make this wall to stop him. And then I'll scooch him back. Hopefully not pooch this whole beautiful deal. I mean, that ought to work.
Maybe a little more forwards and we'll be centered more.
I want him to be well behind the firework cannon. Because they do get up here and play with it. Like that guy right there.
Oh.
He shot a purple one.
Yeah.
Oh. Man. I've just left all this snow all over the place. It's like a party at Charlie Sheen's house. Get it? He likes cocaine. Vanna, do you get it? You don't know who Charlie Sheen is. He's Martin Sheen's son, and Martin Sheen's the voice of Naz Dormu, so you have to know who he is because he's from WoW. I was going to ask how that's working, but based on Todd's reaction, I guess it's working pretty good. You're actually describing how you got Ataman the huntsman's horse, and I was the person. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. I said, take this dirty horse. No! Curses! God damn it! Ah! Good. I guess that's an okay place for him to stand. I mean, it's not, but I'm tired of messing with him at this point. I had perfection and I couldn't leave well enough alone. The Professor Hazard story. Although, ... Unless... Nope, not that. I'm about to screw this whole thing up. I was gonna say it. That's right. Everything funny that you guys say, I can just repeat. I call this the method of a guy whose name I can't quite remember. Pro Jared and his elven wife. Up! Up! What? Where'd he go? Oh, he fell. We'll get this, don't worry. Are you worried? Don't be! Idiot, I just told you not to worry. Mommy. That's you. It sounds really mean the way I'm making fun of this guy that can't be hurt, but they should all know that you deserve it. I am streaming it, just for some reason the Discord voices of you guys aren't coming through. And I don't know why, because as I said earlier, it worked with getting over it. Some random thing has gone wrong like they do. And as Booyah pointed out, this was, I hadn't done it with the capture card. Well, no, that when I was recording it with you guys, it was, I don't know, stupid technology, I hates it. It's like I hate those greasy toidles. I don't know why Bebop and Rocksteady were always focusing on the turtles being greasy. Is it because they were teenagers? Well, that's normally oily, right? Yeah. I want some pizza. Thanks a lot, Booyah. You reminded me that pizza exists. What are you? This is quite a pig's ear I've made of this journey of this big green boy. Time to send him into the sky again. Dude says, do a convoluted hardware mixer where you just use a headphone splitter and mixer to feed the Discord voice stuff back into the computer as part of your mic input. In before, that's the only thing that will work. Well, when I use the, when I get my backdrop ready, which is what Christy's been working on tonight, I'm not going to use any actual streaming webcam. I'm just going to get a image from the webcam onto its local monitoring system and then make that a window in OBS. It'll work just the same. Oh, where did he go? He went far into heaven. Oh, he's up there. And a bunch of other girder pieces I didn't realize I lost. I'm up here in the sky now with you, buddy. You're gonna come live with me. Remember at the end of the Goonies when Chunk told the gigantic mutants that he was gonna come live with them? And Chunk's parents just sort of looked at each other like, how hard will it be to hide this thing's body? Do you think it will... Do you think the whole thing will fit down the toilet? Sorry, Chunk, honey, your mutant, he went in the toilet. Just like the last 4 mutants you brought home. And they were so greasy. How is Rocksteady in this situation where Chunk's mother is delivering bad news to Chunk? Yeah, but was Rocksteady just there the whole time? This is bad scene writing. What about... I was going to mention that time that you promised me that you were always going to write good scenes. A fake what? I don't know about any of this. I think that you're, what's the word, lying to me. Did you hear the silence just then when I didn't say that you should become an hero? Remember horrible memes from 4chan? But that's how presidents get elected. That's what I hear. That's what I heard. Ghostbusters 2016. Ruined by misogyny. No other reason. You made me do a dramatic cough. I'm gonna die now. Mr. Who? The old man from the Mogwai store? I don't know. I'm playing this on a 3rd monitor. I now have 3 monitors like that guy in the Matrix who lied about numbers being pretty ladies. I was thinking about the effort involved with making a comic where you have fresh out of the goop Neo talking to that character at the computer, and he's telling him about all the pretty ladies he can see in the code, and Neo's like, whoa, because he's Keanu Reeves. And then Neo's walking through the hallways of the ship later, and he passes by the canteen, and he hears that character be like, yeah, I told him it was pretty ladies, but it was just a bunch of numbers. And then it just cuts to Neo's face, and he's just like ugly crying so hard. Like snot is pouring out his nose. Ah! Get your eggs. Christy, where do you get your eggs?
Get your eggs here.
Where?
Here? There's some in the fridge.
Oh.
I got them from Aldi.
What color are the eggs? And what relative freshness would you say that they have? If you had to say.
You're... I have to run through it all.
All what?
That's the concept in my head.
I'm just asking a question about eggs.
I love eggs. I love eggs. Really, really love you.
That's not how it goes.
And I really love you like the sky above.
The song played at our wedding. Get it right.
I love fresh eggs.
You're letting down this team. Just kidding. The team loves you.
Hey.
Don't cry.
Okay. I won't. Probably.
Savannah, stop trying to make it about you. This is not your Facebook page. No, I'm not. It could indeed be your Facebook page. Alright. Get on. Oh, I'm not sure that's right now. Ah, shit. This is Christy's fault for not singing the egg song, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't figure it out.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to M-Dude. You're breaking his immersion for this video. She will not. Uh-oh. Alright. This is just like those guys that would test experimental rocket cars at Gila Flats, except mine is a constantly smiling ogre. Step 1. See, I didn't know where I wanted him until he just accidentally landed on that fireworks tower. And now I know he has to be there. It's his destiny. The problem before was I mistakenly believed I needed to stop his body with a wall, but I really only needed to stop the platform. I shall account for that this time. And then, because when you make plans, God laughs. He's gonna fall off of this thing just as soon as I launch it. my ding dang magnet over there. Sorry about the language, everybody. Uh-oh. You're so lucky that you're not going through. You know, one of those eggs turned into, like, a devil race car and went up against the angel race car. There's a lot to unpack in the I Love Egg video. And fire! Perfect. Essentially. It's definitely what I'm going to term good enough. That's not preventing me from breaking these out from under his feet. Off he goes. You know what? I think I like that landing point just fine. Ow! I liked it so much I wanted to do it too. Ah, damn it, just 1 foot is off of it. Ah, boy. I mean, what's the worst that could happen if I try to get it just right? What? And you guys will have to tell me if you can hear Mets angrily yell about the state of my hunger gauge. It would be such a vast cleanup effort to try to get all these snow noodles off of the lands. For this zone that I don't ever come to. Yoink. Goodish. Yeah, it looks like New Donk City out here, but made of snow. Making me Naruto run all over the place like this is Area 51. How many of those guys died, by the way? Where's my hashtag Area 51 death tally? Time to completely screw this up. But to do so with style. It's not stylish. It hit a banner. I did it. I got him. Just almost good enough. Just have to do it a couple more times. He just needs to be one square over. Oh. The other ogre will be placed in my trophy shelf, Dingleberg, etc. Long story short, I'm not getting the other ogre. And in point of fact, aren't there 3 ogres? There's no way to know. I'll bring the hammerhead before I bring anybody else. Pop! Secret is a type of popcorn. Is that correct? It can be food for anybody. I had an acquaintance who was seemingly fiercely proud that whenever he ran out of money, he would buy cat food to eat. And I'm just kind of thinking, I don't think cat food is significantly cheaper than cheap human food. Well, he would buy a big old thing. At the end of the day, I think the truth of the matter is he just wanted to eat cat food. I should have just put my hand on his shoulder and been like, bro, if you want to eat cat food, you don't gotta make up a story about it. Okay. This guy is the movedest guy. Shabu! Is it so? Is it finally perfect? I'm kind of thinking so. Always so happy. Yep. What idiot left this banner here? My self-delighted chuckle is all the price that was necessary for this to have been worth the effort. I fell! every time that I fall off of one of these things. You know how every time I play Breath of the Wild and teleport, I have to say, the light is taking me to pieces. Every time I fall, I hear Petrie the Pterodactyl from Land Before Time saying, I flied! And Ducky says, you falled. I haven't watched this movie again since like 1986. But I got that line forever and ever. And then all I just gotta think after that is like, Ducky says, you falled. And then it, oh no, Savannah, sorry, no one can hear you, so they can't hear you protest, as I remember that Judith Barcy was murdered by her father shortly after making Land Before Time. And now she has a gravestone in a Hollywood graveyard that says, yep, yep, yep on it. Bum, 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 bum. Was this the best coda for this victory over moving this ogre? I finally got him where I wanted to be. The little girl from Land Before Time was murdered by her daddy. Alright, thanks for tuning in to my stream, everybody. Ah!